It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the 49ers. Rocket on quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the 49ers and the Oilers on Sunday.
And we are underway from Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look at a guy. Got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
It looks like a... Around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
So here's a 3rd and 14. And Jones will go in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So... Interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now this throw caught left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back to throw. Harvey on the slant. He's got Davis. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. McKnight, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And he's brought down. (10-0) the score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Oilers have cut it back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, throwing swamp. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Looking to throw. Walter. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Off the play fake. Harvey. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2. Harvey over the middle, complete. It's Davis. The pickup there, 5 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. McKnight. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So, Charles, you look at this offense. Well, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Harvey. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half, 10-7, our score. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Harvey. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong.
defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw on second down, Walter, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Back to throw. Walter. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out comes Houston. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you've... Analytics will tell you, try and score. The opportunity.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Harvey, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
It's caught by Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Walter. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Farmer. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Walter. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now a second and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No, a little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference, a tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the third quarter. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here now a third down and 8. Back to throw. Harvey. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Oilers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just all, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. Francois. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, Francois. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Throwing on 1st down, Walter. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Walter. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll buy some time right. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a 1st down.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 14 yards. And the Oilers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after roster right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. He finds his man, complete. It's Farmer. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Walter in trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, McKnight knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down convert. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Oilers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Walter toward the sideline, intercepted. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 2nd down now, McKnight. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Touchdown! A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Oilers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man complete. It's Farmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, San Francisco.
Looking to throw. Walter. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Walter.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Off play action. Walter. Wide open receiver complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we